The 2019 beet crop was a roller coaster ride all season. Cold, wet weather delayed planting, but when the sun came out, they planted in just a 5-day window in April.
So a few acres got planted, and they did well.
That's Galen of New Plymouth, who not only farms, but is the president of the Nyssa-Nampa Beet Growers Association and past president of the American Beet Growers Association.
Started out with harvest, things are going really good. Then the October forecast came, and some places had single digits, or maybe even a little lower in some places, end of October. So that was a real challenge. You can't pile the beets if they're frozen, so we had to let them sit out in the field. Harvest was suspended on this side of the state for 5 days, for a week or a little better on the eastern side of the state. Then once the beets thawed out and weather warmed up a little bit to where we could store them, we started harvest again, but the tops had been froze down so bad that they were really, really hard to defoliate. We had a real challenge trying to get those off. Have to go over a couple times with the defoliator, or really slow down, or whatever you had to do to make it happen, but we did. Got the crop in, so pretty much all the beets were harvested here.
And while Idaho growers barely squeaked by, other parts of the country were not so lucky.
And across the country, there's about 170,000 acres that aren't going to be harvested this year. That's about the size of Amalgamated's total growing acreage, and to put it in further perspective, that's the same as a mile-wide strip from Pocatello to Boise. So that many acres of beets are going to be left in the ground this year across the country. So we were fortunate. We got ours out. Had a little bit of a delay, a few challenges, but not like other people have had.
Mexico, under agreement, will make up sugar supply shortfalls. Market prices will be up from last year, and despite a late start, the quality of the 2019 crop is still good.
Yields were right about average, so it wasn't record-breaking, but we hit about average. Like I say, the beets kind of made up for some lost time in the summer, and off we went. So yields were average, so we were happy with that. Could have been worse.
Preliminary numbers show that yields are average, 39 tons per acre, but sugar content is good to excellent, 16 to 17%, and this year's crop should top 177,000 acres in a season of highs and lows. For the Voice of Idaho Agriculture, I'm Jake Putney.